Hi, my name is Cindy. This is my kitchen. I am the author of a cookbook, an in-progress cookbook called Cynfully Good Recipes for All Occasions. I have been working on this cookbook for about 6 to 8 months now. It's rather challenging to write a cookbook because if you're already a cook, you take for granted things that people who would actually need a cookbook to learn to cook take for granted that they already know these things, and they don't. So I've had to do a lot of rewriting and running it past people. I am having success though. Today I'm going to be making some hot chicken. It's one of my family's favorites. It's considered a boiled dinner. I'm not actually going to boil it. I'm going to do it in the crock pot today because I have time. And the reason I have time is because of the coronavirus. I haven't worked in two and a half weeks or something. And I'm going stir crazy. So I was talking to a friend of mine, Jennifer. Hi, Jen. Last night, and she said, you could do some cooking videos. And I said, yeah, I could. So thank you, Jennifer. This is for Jen, my first cooking video. However, Jennifer hates spicy food, so she won't be able to make this recipe. She could make it and not put the jalapeno peppers or the habaneros, but it wouldn't turn out the same. And I've never done it that way because my family likes spicy. And this is a spicy dish. So you may think, what on earth is she doing? So I am going to show you this. These are boneless, skinless chicken thighs that I just picked up at Safeway. And for this recipe, I usually use 16 to 20. It depends on how many are in each pack. Well, there was 8 in each pack. And what I'm doing right now is taking this little pieces of cartilage off the edge. And you may say, why are you using scissors? I'll tell you why. Because these are kitchen scissors. They come apart for easy cleaning. These are Cutco. If you ever have used kitchen scissors, you know what I'm talking about. It's so much easier than using a knife. Knives slip. You can't do that with a knife. Just pick it up and it runs right down the meat. So much easier. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trimming off the excess fat, even though the skin is all off. I don't really want all that excess in there. So I'm going to start on the second pack soon. I'm not going to sit here and make you watch me do all 16, but when I'm done, I'll come back and I'll give you the ingredients and show you how I put it together. We'll take a 5-hour break and then I'll show you the finished product. Hi, okay, I'm back. So I'm going to be adding the other ingredients. I have 16 boneless, skinless chicken thighs in the crock pot. Now I'm going to be adding mushrooms, 1 pound of mushrooms. And we do the mushrooms because we like something to go over the rice. This dish is served over rice, white or brown. I guess you could serve it over noodles, but the sauce is very thin. So it's kind of like having rice with shoyu on it. Soy sauce, it's also known as. We lived in Maui for many years, and rice with everything. So I don't know if you know that when you use mushrooms, you really shouldn't wash them because they absorb the water. Now, for something like this, it's okay, but if you're going to put them in a salad, you should just brush them. That's recommended. You can look that up. So what I'm going to do is take these mushrooms and slice them into quarters because we want bigger chunks to go on the rice. So I'm just going to do that. I guess I could wash these, but they're really, really nice. They're clean. What also goes in this is some garlic, some green onions, and I will edit on the side here. As I'm doing it, I will let you know how much, I'm putting in. So this is a pound of mushrooms. And like I said, for 16 thighs, I use a pound of mushrooms. I probably won't use a whole pound because my middle son, Philip, loves mushrooms. So he'll probably come down here and want to eat a couple raw mushrooms. So I'll save a couple for him. So times being what they are in Colorado and in the world in general, my kids and I all moved back in together several years ago when marijuana was legalized in Colorado. And then the price of housing went through the roof. So we share a large home together. We all have different schedules, so it works. Actually, I'm not working right now. Phil has his own business, and it's snowing today, so he's not working. And Mason is going back to work tomorrow, so. Okay, so I'm just going to cut all these up, like I said, in quarters and throw them on top. And I'll be back to show you what I do next. Hi, just finishing up on the mushrooms. I'm going to add those into the crock pot. Now, I'm going to take some green onions, about four nice ones. I'm going to make sure they're clean. Give them a little wash. So we're going to chop these up, and I like to slant them when I chop them so you can see bigger pieces in the dish. So I don't know if you can see, I'll go like in a diagonal chop. And we're going to be using even the green part. Now, if you don't have green onions, you can always use a white sweet onion, that's about a cup of onions. When it's all said, there's a little brown piece, we're going to get rid of that. When it's all said and done, so it'll be about a cup of onions. We're going to use some fresh garlic. Now what I'll be right back. This little guy. The best thing since sliced bread. Watch this. Bam. Love it. Used to use my knife. And got one of these, saw one of these babies. Picked it up. Love it. So I'm going to get some peppers. Good gravy. So I have peppers that I keep in the freezer. Nice thing about peppers, you don't have to do anything to them. Throw them in a bag, throw them in the freezer. I'm going to use 4 habaneros. And man down 1 serrano. Actually, I'm going to use 2 serranos. That was the man down. So we'll give that a wash. I'm going to plop these back in the freezer and save them for a later day. When I find things like this on sale, I just buy them, throw them in a bag in the freezer, and you know they're good to go. They're going to be cooked anyway, so it won't matter. So let me give these all a wash so it starts to thaw them a little bit, which makes it easier to slice. Now, when you're slicing hot peppers, you should be very careful because, yes, if you get these on your fingers and you touch your face, or don't touch your face, coronavirus, kidding, it can really burn you. And it can even burn your skin. I remember a friend of mine when I lived in Pennsylvania years ago, her and I used to do a lot of home canning, and she made a bunch of hot peppers. And she wasn't careful and just went for it. See how I'm not really touching the pepper? Just doing that. I'm using the stem. I'm touching this part, but there's no juice. She made a bunch of hot peppers and had to sleep with her hands in a 5-gallon bucket of water because she had burned herself so badly. It was ridiculous. Hi, Maureen. Yep, these are things, you know, you learn over time. So if you're very sensitive, just put a pair of gloves on. I don't have any gloves. I'm out because people are hoarding gloves. Otherwise, I probably would throw a pair on. But I'm being very careful. I'm just using the stem. Now, you can do this, chop these up a little more. You want to keep the seeds in those because you want the heat. Now, if you don't like spicy, don't use 4 habaneros. Use 2. And if it's not enough, then the next time you make it, use 3. But we like to pretty much sweat while we eat. That sounds crazy, but yeah. All right. Same thing with the serrano, except I'm going to slice that down the middle. And then slice that off. Now see, notice I'm only touching the outside, so I'm not getting any juice on my fingers. And then when I get to the end, I'm just holding onto the stem. Okay, slice one more time. Now I also add some regular pepper to this. And the reason I do that is we're serving it over rice. So I want to have some veggies to go over the rice. You know what I mean? So now do not touch this with your fingers because the juice is all over the place. So scoop it on, put it in. Okay. That's all done. Now I'm going to use some, these are regular peppers. Recently, I used to buy the bell peppers, the yellow and orange and red. And, you know, sometimes you don't need a whole pepper, so you slice it in half, you take the seeds out, and you wrap it and you put it in the fridge. Well, if you don't use it that day or the next, You grab it and then garbage. So I quit buying them that way. I have now gone to the little peppers in a bag. So much better. No waste. And these were washed because the guys like to just go in there and eat them. So I washed them first and put it back in the bag. So we're good to go. So we'll just slice these up. Now remember, you still probably don't want to touch the cutting board yet because there's all that hot juice on there. So we're going to throw these in. Garlic. Another nice thing about garlic, you can freeze it. I get it at my local international store, and they have it by the pound and it's peeled. So I'm just gonna, cut it in quarters, maybe a little smaller pieces. But yeah, you can freeze garlic, and if you're gonna use it like this, you never know the difference. So like I said, when it's on sale, and I'm on a budget, aren't we all? Especially now, I'm using my vacation money to live. Thank God I have vacation money. But anyway, yeah. See, look, old habits die hard. I'm using the knife. All right, so that is what goes in this dish. Now I'm going to give you the liquid ingredients. I'll be right back. So we have Kikkoman low salt soy sauce, or shoyu if you're from Hawaii. We are going to do 3 cups of that. So let me just measure out 3 cups. 2. Well, there's 2.5. Luckily, I have a spare. I buy these at Costco. I normally use Aloha shoyu. But Aloha is so expensive, and for a dish like this, I find the low salt Kikkoman works just as well. So this is like $6.50 at Costco, where the Aloha for a size like this is like $12. But we use that for rice, we like the flavor. All right, so 3 cups of the shoyu. And 2 cups of white vinegar. Now I know you're thinking, oh my God, what the heck is that going to taste like? Like something you've never tasted before. Believe me, it's delicious. So 2 cups of white vinegar, 3 cups of shoyu. Pour that over. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see. It just hits the rim about right here. So you want to tap it all down. Turn this bad boy on. It's 3 o'clock now, so we're going to turn it on high for 4 hours. Nice thing about this dish, I could do it in a Dutch oven on top of the stove, and it would be done in 50 minutes. But nobody's going to want to eat till 7:30, 8 o'clock. So I'm going to do it in the crock pot. Hi, I'm back. I don't know if you can see, I have the crock pot over there. It's on, well, I set it for 4 hours on high. So now I'm going to do the rice. Now I use a rice cooker. I got this at Costco, $30 I think, does everything. white rice, brown rice, sushi rice, quick rice, quinoa, soup, saute then simmer. I've never used that. Oatmeal, and a keep warm button. So what I'm gonna, it's an aroma. It's good. I had a really good one in Maui too, but that's something you don't ship across the ocean when you move. So I bought a new one when I got here. So this rice cooker has a removable pot, and I'm going to use white rice. I was going to use brown, but I don't have enough. Oh, can't see me. So I'm going to use white. This is a rice scoop. I'm going to be using 3 cups of rice. 2. Maybe I'll use 4. And then I'll make some, no, I'll do 4 cups. So you're probably thinking, wow, that's a weird jar. Yeah, this is an olive jar from work. I bartend at a casino. That's why I'm not working. You know, casinos are shut down. So what I did, years ago, I would bring the olive jars home, and I thought, okay, I could store stuff in these. So I painted on them, you know, rice, oatmeal, white rice, brown rice, sushi rice, oatmeal. I have some smaller things with like coconut in and cranberries, but for the bigger jars, I painted them. Something to do, you know. Anyway, okay, so 4 cups of rice, and what you want to do with the rice always, no matter what, is wash it. Now, I don't know if you can see. I'm going to just bring this over here and use your hand and swish it around. Now, I don't know if you can see how cloudy the water is. Can you see that? So we want to do that 3 or 4 times. And be careful not to dump the rice out. Do it real slow. So we're going to do it again. Stir the rice. What you're trying to do is get rid of all that excess starch, I guess. And this is how I was told to do it. So a Hawaiian friend of mine showed me how to make rice. So we dump that off. See the water's still cloudy. Do it again. I really enjoy cooking, and you know, see how cloudy it is. So I still live with my kids, so they appreciate it. One of these days, though, I'm gonna retire and travel, and they're on their own. Okay, so yeah, that's good. See how much clearer the water is this time? So we're not going to do any more, but we are going to shake the rice flat. And I was told that if you put your finger, shake the rice flat, put your finger right on top of the rice, and then fill just about right there between the first knuckle and the second. So that's what I'm going to do. Put my finger on. Fill it till the water level goes right to that knuckle. Check it. Yep. So that's good. Now, I'm going to switch it around. Make sure you dry off the bottom of the rice cooker before you put it back in. Saves the life of your cooker. Okay, so that's that. Now, that's all you do. And you turn it on. This particular rice cooker has a delay setting, and it's not plugged in right now, but I'm going to set it for 3 hours, and then it'll start, and so it should be done. It'll be done before the chicken, but it'll just stay warm. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set it, forget it. I'm going to clean up this little bit of mess here in the kitchen. It really wasn't that hard. And if I wasn't really talking the whole time, I'd have been done by now. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll come back and show you the end result. And once again, this is Cynfully Good Recipes. My name is Cindy. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment. The cookbook that I took this from is a work in progress. Like I said, there's so many things you have to remember when you're doing a cookbook. You can't take things for granted that people know things. You just can't do that. So I will be back when that's done and show you the end result. Thanks for watching. Hey, I'm back. I forgot. I'm making a salad with this tonight. Sometimes I make Oriental coleslaw, which is also in the cookbook, and I'll do that for you someday. But remember what I told you about the mushrooms, how you just dust them? I just wanted to show you how pretty and fresh they're going to stay because they're not soggy. You know, when you wash them, they take on the water. So, actually, I don't want to put those in the bowl yet because they're going to go on top. I'm just going to use some romaine, some green onions, some mushrooms, a little bit of cucumber, just a simple salad, some vinegar and oil, or blue cheese. Actually, everybody thinks blue cheese is so fattening, but it's only 10 calories more than ranch. And can I tell you, if I want blue cheese, I want blue cheese. So. All right, I will be back. I don't know if you can see over there. Can I zoom in on this? No. I have the crock pot going on high. I have the rice cooker counting down to turn on in 3 hours. Well, 2 hours and 50 some minutes now. So everything should be done just around the same time. And when it is done, I'll come back and show you the end result. Thanks. See you soon. Hey, back again. Wanted to thank you for watching the video. Wanted to show you the plated dish. It's quite delicious. And if you don't like it real spicy, just cut back on the peppers. But let me tip this up. This is my laptop, so there you can see it. It's quite delicious, pretty easy to make, especially if you're in a hurry. Like I said, you can put it on the stove in a Dutch oven and it'll be done in about 50 minutes. So thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I'll have more cooking videos, especially if we're off too long. Oh my goodness, with this virus thing. But everybody stay safe. Wash your hands, and we'll get through this. Have a great evening. Bon appetit.